Hey folks, this is Dr. K, and I'm going to make a quick video on the IntelliJ sample client server activity, okay? So because I want it to be quick, I'm not even going to follow the project description, so hopefully I'll get most things correct, and if I don't, just make sure you follow the project description or just ask on Piazza. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the client first, if I can remember how to do this. I probably have it in the memory here. Let's see. It's npm create Vite at latest. Okay, so and actually that's wrong, because I want to make sure I get in the right directory here. Okay, so we want you to have a CS5244 folder. That's going to be your working directory. Okay, and that's what I'm in now. And I'm going to go ahead and do an npm command. Let's see, I got to find my npm. npm not install. I don't want to install npm. I want to do my Vite. Okay, npm create Vite latest. That's going to be your command for creating your client side. Okay, and you can see I'm in my working directory, my CS5244 working directory. That's where we want you to be. And then we're going to, by convention, for the client projects, we're going to use all lowercase. I think it is called kebab case because we use dashes. So we're going to call this whatever your name is. Mine is Dr. K. And I'm just going to call this sample client. Dr. K sample client. That looks good. Okay. And then you're going to choose view, because that's what we're going to be using for this class. And you're not going to choose TypeScript, even though we are going to use TypeScript. You're going to choose customize with create view. That gives you a lot better options. Okay, and see, now you can add TypeScript. We're going to say, yeah, we want to add TypeScript. Add JSX support. No, we're not going to do that. Add a view router. Yes, we're going to be using the view router. Add Penia for storage. Yes, we're going to be using Penia for storage for state management. Add Vitest for unit testing. No, we're not going to be doing unit testing. End-to-end testing solution. No, we're not going to worry about testing in this course. Add ESLint for code quality. Yes, we are going to do that. We want you to keep your code looking good. Add prettier for code formatting. Yes, we want you to do that too. Yeah, and then it tells you what to run now. Okay, cd Dr. K sample client, npm install, and then I'm going to do npm run format, npm. I'm not going to do npm run dev yet because I want to set up the server before that. So npm install, npm run format. Okay, so it shouldn't take too long to install, but I don't want to forget npm run format. I mean, we could still probably format everything pretty easily. And there we are. I could do npm run dev. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to set things up in IntelliJ. So a lot of times, like in the past, I've been using VS Code for my client side, and you're free to do that. But I want to start getting used to using IntelliJ, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I want to start I'm want to open this project because it's already created. Okay, so let's see, I'm under developer CS5244, and where am I? Dr. K sample client, that's what I want to open. And by the way, I've already installed everything, the plugins, and stuff like that. So make sure you do that. I've already got everything. I believe everything's up to date. A lot of times it'll tell you if something's not up to date, so just, and it'll, give you the option to make it up to date. So from here, I've already done this. So I'm going to do npm run dev, but I'm going to go ahead and get a terminal going here. Okay, so it puts me in Dr. K sample client, and from here I can do npm run dev, and let me see if yep, it gives me a link, and I just click on that link, and my default browser, which is Chrome, pops up, and yours should be Chrome too, because that's what we're going to grade in. So just make sure everything runs in Chrome. Okay, that's what we're going to use to checking your websites, and looks like everything's good. And for Vite, V-I-T-E, that's the not the build tool, but that's the command line tool that we're using. I think it always runs on 5173, and you want to make sure it is on 5173 at your client. Okay, if it says 5174, that means you probably have you've done npm run dev sometime in the past and you didn't stop it. So make sure it's running on 5173. That's always a good kind of sanity check. Okay, so now I did the client side, so now I'm going to do the server side. I'm going to do a new project, okay? And I want to see if I can keep this open. Oh, I'm using, this is Chrome, sorry. Okay, I want to go back to IntelliJ. Okay, so I'm going to go to File, New Project. Okay, so now I'm going to do the server side, and the server side is going to use Java conventions, which is camel case. So I'm going to say Dr. D-R-K sample with a capital S, sample, and I'm going to just say server here. Okay, and I'm keeping it in my working directory, so that's the same directory my client's in. For this, choose Jakarta EE. It's basically Java EE. It was taken over by Jakarta EE. And you want to choose web application here. Choose no application server, even if you have Tomcat set up. See, I can choose Tomcat 1.9. I like to choose no application server because that allows me to set up the run configuration manually. Choose Java, Gradle. Common example, I wish there was a way to get rid of that. There probably is. I'm using Java 17, Dr. K sample server. That all looks good. I'm going to go to next, and I'll keep that servlet there just for the heck of it. And open a project. Where would you like to open the project? I want to open it in a new window, okay, because I got my client running in this window, I believe. So I'm just going to open it up in a new window, and let me see. Yeah, see, here's the Dr. K sample client. Here's the Dr. K sample server. All right. And I'm going to go to the file here. These are the run configurations. Right before that, run green arrow, which means run. I'm going to edit the configurations. I'm going to add a new configuration, and it's going to be a Tomcat configuration, Tomcat server, and specifically it's going to be a local Tomcat server. So I actually have Tomcat set up under my working directory, and if you go to configure, you might have to go to configure, but you can see I set up Tomcat 10.1.9 right here, developer CS5244, that's my working directory, and I've got Apache Tomcat 10.1.9 in there. Okay, I've already got that configured, so it's set up right here. So for deployment, if I had something here that was incorrect, actually I think this might be incorrect. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go back to the build.gradle file, and now that I remember the direction said get rid of this stuff, it just adds verbosity to your file name. So I'm going to get rid of those lines so that it doesn't add the snapshot thing and the, whatever the version thing. But when you do that in any changes you make in your build.gradle file, you'll see this elephant with a reload icon underneath it. You have to click that so that it reloads everything. Okay, and I think it did that. And now when I go back to the edit configurations, I have to, again, I didn't complete this Tomcat configuration, so I'm going to complete it now. Tomcat server, not Tomcat. I think there's also a Tomcat EE server. No, you want the Tomcat server. You want local, and you want to get into deployment, and you want to hit this fix button. And that says there's no artifacts to deploy. When you hit fix, it says now Dr. K sample server, and that's what we want to use, or your name sample server. You don't want it to say, your name sample server snapshot version, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is irritating enough that you still have to do things for this. So I'm going to choose that, and notice that the application context has actually another terrible name because they like to add a bunch of stuff to it. It says /Gradle. This is what's going to be. You're going to get your host, your port, and then you're going to get this afterwards. Okay, we don't want it to say Gradle. We don't want it to say war. That's just again too verbose. So we're going to get rid of that. We want it to say your name sample server. Okay, and then you can flip to this server tab over here and see if this is where it's going to display. Localhost 8080. 8080 is the default port for Tomcat, so you'll be getting used to that one. And then Dr. K sample server. So it's got my application context there. I'm just going to hit apply and then OK. And now if I run this, okay, that's my run configuration, Tomcat 10.1.9. Okay, it should come up with a page that says hello world or something. That's like the default Jakarta EE. Yeah. There's a little servlet in there. We're probably not going to worry about servlets in this class, so you could delete that, but leave it there for now. So anyway, I've got my client application running on localhost port 5173. I've got my server application running on localhost port 8080, and I have I have an application context for this one, and we'll show you how to put the same application context for the client-side application, but I'm not going to do that right now. So this is all we really want. We want you to show us IntelliJ and show us that you've created the server and you've created the client, and that's it. And then just take a snapshot or whatever. Full screen screenshot. Boom, boom, boom. And there it is. I just export that to my desktop. whatever. And that's what so you upload that screenshot to this project. This is a mini project, 5 points. So just upload the screenshot and you'll get the credit. All right, folks, that is it. And we'll be seeing you in the Q&A on Tuesday. That's it. Have a good day.